Hey gang, it's TJ from PixarPost.com, and we are super excited to be able to talk to you about the Cosbaby Uku and Lele lava figure from Hot Toys. As you can see on the front of the box here, when you open this, it typically has a excerpt from the Lava original soundtrack. Now, when I say typically, that's only because we actually have disabled ours, so that way when we're showing it, it doesn't just keep playing the song over and over again, so that way I can really talk to it a little bit more, but I'll show you how that works as well. But let's just take a look at the box here. It's a really nice decorated box, gives you some, of course, all the standard warnings and cautions that you'd expect to see. Top of the box just has more of the Hawaiian style print, and then the bottom just shows some of the other details, shows that it's produced by Hot Toys Limited, and from what we've seen online, this appears to be exclusive to Hong Kong, or at least that's where it's produced. Haven't seen anything, but there are a couple that are popping up online, so be sure to check the links in the video description below and we'll give you some more details there. But when you open it up, again, typically, you're going to hear an excerpt from the song. And if you've seen the short, you certainly know the song. I'll show you where the speaker is and how that all looks as well. But there's a couple things that are in the box. So the first part is the background is removable, and it's like a really nice, just serene background of a nice Hawaiian evening. You got some birds flying in the top there, which is neat. And then how you get the outer, so it comes with this hard cover over the top of them. How you get that off is you actually just lift this up, and then from there, it's almost like it's a shell, and it goes on the outer side of it. So I'll take that out of frame here. All right, so now that we have it out of the box, let's take a closer look. I love so many things about this, from their just smiling expressions to the clear blue plastic, which represents the water. The greenery, if you bring this way in, you can see how fuzzy it is, and it's super soft. It's actually a flocked material that's on there. One of my other favorite parts I'll show you in just a second. It's on the top of them, but I'll turn it around here so you can see all the different sides. You get all the different greenery that's growing up them after they've gotten together and they've been there for so long that now you know they've been in love for a long period of time. On the top, now this is one of the parts that I really like. I have to get it just right so that way you can see it, because of where I'm at, it's a little darker. But yeah, you can see how it glows red a little bit right there. And that, I just love that the top of them actually shows some of the red lava boiling in there. I wish that there was some way that either on the bottom or on the side or something, that there could be like a light that you could shine through there. That would look really neat if you could actually represent that in some way to get the lava in there. All right, so just another fun fact from the short film, if you didn't know this, about Uku on the left here and then Lele on the right, is actually when they originally were designing these characters, they actually didn't know how they could represent a volcanic rock formation and still have it move and talk without it looking either too flowing or too stiff, to have no emotion. Well, anyways, one of the other things they talked about, I mentioned how much I like the lava on the top here. So when they were designing it, they actually had lava that you could see inside his mouth and eyes. And they said just immediately it just didn't work. They realized that it made him look too evil, so they had to switch that up. Learned that in my conversation with the director, James Ford Murphy, and then the, I believe, supervising animator on it, Aaron Hartline, who we also spoke with. So anyways, let's take a look at some of the other elements of it, but I just absolutely love this. So in the bottom is where the speaker is, and what you can see here, let me take this out. This is actually, there's the 3 batteries that are associated with it, and then the chip that's in there, that's just where the memory is for the actual song, and then it just plays through this little speaker that's here. It's actually a really simple process, and what it is this plastic piece that you can see right here on the top. This is just blocking the connection, and when you have the box closed, it actually then goes behind it, but then once it opens up, and then it makes that connection, it allows all the circuitry to go to then play the song. Now, I'm not going to play a clip of it. It is interesting that I would represent this without playing a clip of it, but the only reason I'm not doing it is just for copyright purposes. Since it is the actual song that was represented in the short and not even a rendition of it or anything, it would actually create a copyright notification on the video, and just trying to avoid that. But it's about a minute and a half long clip, and it's, if you've heard the song, if you've seen the short, it's that exact same song. As far as from a quality standpoint, obviously it's coming out of this little speaker, but and you wouldn't expect it to be as good as, if you were listening to it on your phone or in your car or anything like that, but it actually is still pretty impressive, and I actually really enjoy it. So All right, well, that about wraps up our look at the Cosbaby Hot Toys Lava Toy featuring Uku and Lele. All right, leave a comment in the video description below. Love to hear your thoughts on this wonderful figure and see if you like it as much as I do. And like I mentioned as well, be sure to click the link in the video description below as well for any purchase options. If we right now it happens to be popping up on eBay, but if we happen to find any more, we'll update the links down there. And be sure to stay tuned to PixarPost.com all week for the latest Pixar news. Bye-bye.